Hello everyone, welcome to Demystifying Cloud Native Terminology. In this talk, I'm going to introduce Cloud Native Glossary and how you can contribute. I'm Soko, Senior Researcher and Special Fellow of ETRI, which is a National Research Institute in South Korea. Since I'm from a national research organization, my major job is devising algorithms and designing advanced systems to accomplish national research project. Contributing to open source community is kind of my hobby, so I'm currently CNCF ambassador, one of the maintainer of Cloud Native Glossary, and I'm also leading Kubernetes SIGDUX localization sub-project. The Cloud Native Glossary provides community-driven definition for terms used in Cloud Native technology. You can access the site at glossary.cncf.io, and currently you will find more than 60 terms in the glossary. Each term is defined by only 3 sections: what it is, problem it addresses, and how it helps. The project is under active development within the CNCF GitHub organization. This is a community-driven open source project contributed by numerous individuals from the community. So you might be wondering, why do we need a community-driven glossary? Do we not have enough definitions for cloud-native terms already available? You may think so, but there are problems with the current resources. Let's see why. When you search a cloud-native term on Google, you will likely find a definition provided by a vendor. While these vendors have done a great job of helping us understand these complex concepts, it is not always ideal. The definition could be biased toward their product or just represent their own perspective. It could just be a strategy to promote their product. These definitions might not always be up to date. Sometimes they were important once, but when things change, they get forgotten and never updated. But we all know technology changes so fast. The audience has changed. These days, decisions about cloud-native technology involve more people than before. These are no longer just isolated issues for the engineering department to handle. But most content about cloud native is written for technical people. This can make it hard for non-technical people to understand. How can the leaders in a company make decisions without content that's easy to understand? They need to understand what these technologies do and why they are important in a simple and clear way. And finally, most of the content related to cloud native technology is in English. However, not everyone in our community, including myself, is a native English speaker. Understanding these complex concepts can be difficult, and especially when English is not your first language. And believe me, it is very hard for me too. So we need quality content in multiple languages as well. That was the why. And let's now talk about the glossary and how it addresses the challenges. The glossary provides trusted, vendor-neutral, community-driven definitions. This will ensure the definitions are objective and always up to date. We try to keep things simple, avoiding complicated words, in order to provide a high-level overview for the term. We also use everyday examples to explain things whenever we can. The goal is to make it easy for everyone, whether they have a technical background or not. Even those who work in tech will appreciate the simple and clear language. After all, these concepts and technologies can be really complex. We know that many people in our community are not fluent in English. To make Cloud Native more accessible to everyone, we are working on localizing it into as many languages as we can. At the moment, we have 10 languages, including English. There are also many new teams starting up to add even more languages. One of the recent ones is the traditional Chinese localization team. This is truly a global effort with contributors from all around the world. The project is fairly new and we still have a lot of work ahead. But our goal is to become the most trusted, objective, up-to-date cloud native definitions and a go-to resource for people new to cloud native as well as cloud native professionals. To achieve our goal, we need your help. First thing you can do is use it to learn about cloud native terms. Link back to definitions whenever you write about cloud native. Educate your customer or colleagues. And as you use it, if you see something that is outdated, need improvement, missing, please submit a pull request PR or raise an issue. That's how the glossary will improve over time. So, how can you actually get involved? You can start by visiting the How to Contribute page on the glossary website. In brief, there are 4 fundamental ways you can contribute. First, you could tackle an existing issue from the issue list. Open the GitHub repository and find a suitable issue that you can handle from the issue list. Of course, that issue shouldn't be assigned by others already. Then leave a comment asking to be assigned to that issue. After you are assigned by someone, you can open a PR to resolve the issue. Second, you can propose a new term to glossary. To start, create an issue using the request to add a new term template. This template is issue template that you can select. The maintainers will then discuss and decide if the suggested term should be included in the glossary or not. The suggested term should fit the Cloud Native definition or is essential to understanding Cloud Native terms. Deciding the new term, takes time, so please be patient. Third, you can update an existing term by using the request to update existing term template. It is a similar template, then you can select. If the suggestion is accepted, you can work on it and open a PR to resolve it. For very simple updates, you can even skip the issue creation step and directly open a PR. In that case, you should be aware that PR can be rejected as well. The last one, you can localize the glossary. You can start a new localization team if there isn't one already. As you can see, you can open an issue to initiate a new localization team. You can find an issue template to initiate. And in order to initiate a new localization team, you need to recruit enough number of contribution members. Or you can contribute to an existing one. You may find a channel for your language from the CNCF Slack. You can search the channel by your language name. And once you join that channel, you will get the help that you need to contribute from the expert in that channel. The traditional Chinese localization team is one of our newly formed localization teams, launched from 2023, April 27. It is quite new. And you will see, you can find the issue to initiate the team. The new localization is not published yet, but since the team is very active, I'm sure we will have the new localization live soon. So if you are interested, this is a great chance to become one of the initial contributors to the traditional Chinese localization. Being a technical reviewer is also a nice way to get involved in the project. If you have a deep knowledge of Cloud Native and good at explaining in simple words, join us. You can find more information in our contributor letter, and we really need you. Then, how your contribution benefits you in return. Through your contribution, you can gain global recognition. For instance, CTO of CNCF introduced the Cloud Native Glossary to the community in his keynote speech of KubeCon. Also, you can help showcase your country to the world. For instance, when we launched the first live version of Korean Glossary, we published a CNCF blog post that introduced the word hello in Korean, 안녕하세요. It was an interesting experience, and if you check that link, you may learn a little bit about Korean easily. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, you will meet wonderful friends and experts who will share valuable insights and knowledge with you. That concludes my presentation. I encourage you all to use and contribute to the glossary and help us spread the glossary to the world. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn or Slack. Thank you.